Any woman wants me. Any woman that looks good, I guarantee you, wants a man that's either like me or me. Yesterday, Instagram shadow banned my account. You want her to be like your mistress. That's the first woman you want to have. You want to sleep with her. You want to eat her. That's the first one. The second one, she has to be like your mother. The one that feeds you when you're sick, when you're not feeling well, that takes care of you. The third one has to be like your child.
Pause.
Look, I worked in counterterrorism for almost a decade. All right. Maybe almost over a decade. And I read people very well. My job was to read people, to sit in a room with you like this, interrogate you.
Yeah.
Look at you straight in your eyes, ask you a question. And the way I make you freak out is by asking you a question. So a few days ago, I called out Andrew Tate for a fight again. He rejected multiple times. And now I have his coach in the comments.
Why you look?
Oh, shit.
Kung Fu, not just
Look, he said Kung Fu.
Pain is our greatest teacher. But everybody's afraid to go to his class.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well guys, it looks like that we are back here yet again with just an extreme amount of stupidity and pure goober behavior, because we are of course back with the one and only bend over Azoulay, aka the WannaBe King. And man, has this guy been on a complete generational run in the past month or so now, ever since he saw Wes Watson falling apart, and it has been a run of pure delusion and embarrassment at this point. In the last couple of videos, we have not only seen him go on an insane racist rant where he was just saying all types of shit, but he then decided to follow it up by going to another school, getting made fun of by a bunch of children, along with also trying to defend his past court case, while at the same time making jokes about people being 15. So it really has been just all over the place, and I don't know how this guy can go from giving a racist rant one day to being in a school giving a speech the next. But it seems that he is nowhere near done, because since the last time we covered him, we have seen other clips from his little podcast popping up, where we've seen him trying to silence all of the supposed haters and everybody who has been in his comment section, and he decided to try to silence them by basically pretending that he has some insane inside information, and the government is going to be coming after these people first, since anybody who disagrees with him or says anything negative in his comment section are apparently just a waste of space and not doing anything for the community.
But there's something I know about that they don't know. I'm going to share it with you in just a few. You could ask me about it. What are they going to do with all these people that are talking shit on the internet? New World Order. I'll share with you in a second. A lot of the shit that I say is kind of dangerous for me. And all these people that are hating, I know something that they don't know.
Yeah.
I'm willing to share it. And I might get killed for it. We're moving into New World Order. They're trying to reduce population. They've done it multiple times. They want to do it on a larger scale. Who do you think they're going to get rid of first? So let me share with you some inside information. It's very dangerous for me to say this. They're looking to get rid, first of all, of the waste of space. If a person doesn't do any good for the environment, and all they do is talk shit on the internet, they're monitoring them. Everything is being monitored, and all of those people that are shit talkers, waste of space, freeloaders, they're the ones that are going to go first. So all those people in my comments, a lot of those are going to be out first. They don't need to kill people in Africa. They're dying anyways.
And I actually have no idea why he felt the need to just drop the little African lore there at the end about how they don't need to kill people in Africa, they're dying anyways. But you gotta love how, during this rant, it is all just a way for him to try to attack the people who are commenting on his page, calling him out for all of his clear lies, or just typing the number 15. And I had to speed it up a little bit because during every one of those little sentences, there was a drawn out 5 seconds of silence where he just stared at this guy like a dipshit. And when he hasn't been doing this, just trying to scare people into not calling him out or making fun of him, he had also started this little trend of trying to fight fucking everybody. And for some reason, one of the people he decided to think that he could fight was apparently Jon Jones.
Well, you have influence. If you were to call somebody out for a match, who would you call out besides Ali?
Tate. Although I was very disappointed, I would knock the fuck out of Chase. But it is what it is. Tate went in there. When he spars with other men, he knows he can beat them. When you spar with a man that you're not so sure if you can beat him, your heart pumps so quick that you lose energy very fast. And very quickly, we saw his energy die. That's why if I spar, if I'm going to get ready for a fight, I'm going to spar like there is no tomorrow. You bring me fucking King Kong. Look, I haven't fought at elite level to go and call out somebody, let's say like Jon Jones or something, you know? Would I fight him? Yes.
Would you win?
Would I fight him? Yes. Would I win? Probably by luck. Because he has everything. And I'm not so much of a ground guy. Stand up with Jon Jones, I'll destroy him. Stand up. He's got punches of a little girl. I saw his punches. That's why he has to punch 1,000,000 times and still people don't get knocked out. He doesn't have a knockout power. I could bench press almost 500 pounds. When I punch through your head. I don't punch your head. I go right through your head to the other side. So if you told me 6 months from now you're training to fight Jon Jones, I feel like I'm going to go and kill him. That's how I feel inside. I know I'm going to be a winner just by getting there to the octagon.
Yeah.
I'm going to crawl. Last time he crawled, I'm going to crawl. Straight to him, you know? Break his little legs in half.
And you gotta love how he himself even admitted at the beginning that he's never done a professional fight, before then deciding to go on this rant about how he could destroy Jon Jones in stand-up, and how if he had 6 months to train, he would kill him, and he would crawl in there and break his little legs. So obviously, we are on some next level delusion, because you gotta really be full of yourself to think you're gonna fuck Jon Jones up if you've never actually done a professional fight, or prepared for a professional fight. But along with Jon Jones, he also mentioned there in the beginning how he wanted to fight Andrew Tate. And this is a fight that he might actually have a shot of winning, considering that Andrew Tate was on his knees trying to blow Chase Moore in the middle of their fight. So this is the one that he's been really pushing for lately, and he has gone overboard with pushing for this fight. I think in his mind it is a chance to try to become globally known or to gain some recognition. So he is doing everything and anything to promote this shit. And it started off with him trying to post these different videos where he's pretending to get interviewed by whoever the hell this goober is right here.
So it would have to be Andrew Tate, which is backing off. I mean, he got beat up by a YouTuber. I understand why he wouldn't want to fight me. I'm a real fighter. And I would fight with him in his field. Kickboxing. Not boxing, kickboxing.
Who the fuck is that guy?
So that way he doesn't say, you know, this is not my sport or anything like that. Kickboxing. We'll go at it until somebody gets knocked out. Guarantee you, is going to sleep.
And I don't know why the dipshit interviewing him was trying to look so hard during the middle of it, where he's pointing at the camera, acting like he's a part of it. But this video right here actually ended up leading to King Dipshit basically going back and forth with Andrew Tate's boxing coach, where his coach decided to say that Bendover was smaller than his rented car, so even this guy's calling him out for renting shit. And good old Bendover didn't take it too well, and instantly ended up responding to it, trying to latch on to any clout and any chance of fighting Tate that he could get.
So a few days ago, I called out Andrew Tate for a fight again. He rejected multiple times. And now I have his coach in the comments. So happy to have you here, Alex. I know you're a good guy. We're sitting there talking shit. So let's talk shit back, all right? Can't let somebody clap at me and I won't clap back. Bro talking about me being smaller than my rented vehicle. All right. So my automobile is not rented. As you see and everybody sees, I drive it every single day. I don't understand why you guys are after my rented cars. Next thing is, aren't you 5'7" and like 130 pounds? How are you gonna call me small? How? I'm 6 foot tall, 210 pounds. and I'm like 6% body fat right now. So what's the deal? All right. And who the said that height mattered? The end of the day, or size. You remember Mike Tyson? He knocked out the biggest guys. He's 5'10". It was about 210 pounds, my weight, and took out guys that were 300 pounds and no problem. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So just because Tate's got 2 or 3 inches above me doesn't mean anything. My heart of a Jewish Israeli lion will take down anybody. Who do you prefer to be? A lion? Or you prefer to be a giraffe?
Now I'm just gonna pause it for a second because I have no idea what the fuck a Jewish Israeli lion is. But you gotta love how all of a sudden this man has been defending his height at pretty much every other video he's been posting. In our last video on him, we saw him trying to defend the fact that he was 6 foot multiple different times after going on rants about how short people are actually the winners of the world. So I don't know if he's picking this up from Wes Watson or what's going on. But the original comment didn't even say anything about height, and was probably just trying to troll him, saying that he's not jacked or anything. So we've got some self-consciousness going on with the height, and for some reason, he just felt the need to refer to himself as a Jewish Israeli lion.
Now, how are you even going to talk about this when you made him lose to a f***ing YouTuber? You made him lose. You're his coach. If I was his coach, he would have absolutely annihilated the guy. The biggest mistake you've made was letting him still smoke while he was in training. How are you going to get on stage, talk shit while you light up a cigar? Of course he's going to be out of breath. And I hated watching him lose. It's the worst day in the past couple of years. You know, just to watch shit on social media. Andrew Tate lose. It sucks. Because I wanted him to win, and then I'd fight him. It's okay, it is what it is. I'll still fight him. Now, on another note, we're in negotiations with Mems, with Misfits, for another fight that will happen. Either going to happen with Misfits or me and the gentleman that we're going to do the fight. We're going to fund the whole fight if it doesn't work out with Misfits. But if it does work out with Misfits, then I'm going to call out Tate right after I knock out Ali. So just be prepared for that. So start training him now, okay? Because it's going to happen. I should be very well respected. I've had 50 billion views. For an Israeli to have 50 billion views, I'm more recognized than the Prime Minister of Israel. You know, more than Bibi Netanyahu. So that is worth money, my friend. And me and him going at it, I think it's going to make a lot more money than him going against Chase Demora, who was somebody that nobody knew. All right? So let's get our facts straight, and I'll see you guys in the ring. Let's go.
And even when the downright goober is trying to fight Andrew Tate over here, he still can't help but to glaze the living shit out of him and to try to make excuses for why he lost the fight, where he stated it was because he was smoking, and didn't state it was probably because he didn't train for shit. And he just couldn't help but to glaze for a quick moment, because that's his just downright idol. And as you can tell, he's just trying to get any attention he can, and is trying to pretend like he wants to fight everybody, when in reality, I'd be surprised if he fought Ali's old ass. And it's all just a whole lot of desperation. And it's not the only desperation that we've seen, because he recently also tried to find another way that he could make some money. And he opened up a brand new Telegram, because apparently he was shadow banned on Instagram, when in reality, people were probably just not watching his goofy ass anymore.
Yesterday, Instagram shadow banned my account, and they said that I speak about things that are not fit for social media, and that's why they did it. But of course, all these Jew haters, the ones that hate me for supporting Israel and supporting Trump, they want me to stop talking. You know, all these people come into my account, they'll report my account. Forget about the fact that I get 1,000 different threats every single week. And people come in here and bash me nonstop. But this is fine, I could deal with it. But the problem is that there's so much more that I want to say and I can't. So I opened up a Telegram channel. A channel where every single day I'm going to go in and put in exclusive content. Content that has never been seen before, and content and things that I will inform you on, things that I really know from people at the top, on where the world is going, where the economy is going, where wars are happening, where they're going to start, where they're going to end. I'm going to give you guys so much. It's It's gonna blow your mind.
And I don't think that this dumbass understands that most people don't dislike him because he's Jewish, but rather because of his court case and because of his obsession with the number 15. But obviously, he must be getting some type of desperate to where he's now opening up a Telegram and trying to get any funds he can whatsoever. And on top of this, he proceeded to continue to go on more little tangents about how he wants to fight people and how he just wants to apparently fight everyone.
Now, next thing is, guys, I'm gonna be smashing some people.
What, 15-year-olds?
Literally, I'm gonna be smashing some people. There have been some people online that said that they want to fight me because I'm Israeli, because I'm Jewish, because they have a problem with me, and I'm gonna smash them. So I'm back to hardcore training. I train 2 to 3 times per day. I'm starting my breakfast right now at this time. As you can see, I'm hella shredded. I'm training on lengthening my muscles so they won't be too round and bulky and tight. I'm down to 197 pounds, which is pretty small for me. I just had 4 whole eggs, salad, and a cup and a half of white rice. And what I have on top of it is cayenne pepper to burn the fat. And some good old lemon. Let's go.
So as you heard, the wannabe king is apparently just smashing everyone, no matter the age. And he's just really preparing and fueling up to do so. And I have a feeling we're just going to watch him continue to get more ridiculous as he gets more desperate for attention. And we're just going to see him continue to embarrass himself. But with that said, I think that's enough of this clown for one day. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming all of these complete dipshits. And I'm out, watching bend over Azoulay continue to look like a fool. And peace.
Did anybody ever ask you, why don't you quit? Huh? Why don't you give up? Why? Nobody's ever asked you that? And he had to answer them, because the job isn't done yet. Because it's not the end just yet. I'm not finished. Huh? Nobody ever asked you that, did they? Nobody. Well, people ask me that every single day. Why aren't you fucking quitting? Because I love it. Pain is our greatest teacher. But everybody's afraid to go to his class.